All right. We're going to jump right in here. We're here for another Monday, another exciting Monday here as we jump into talk about what is the difference here between coaching and people pleasing? Because if you're a coach, I'm wondering if you've struggled with this yourself. Go ahead. First of all, drop below. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. Drop a comment below. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. Go ahead, let me know that you're here. Let's see who's here today. Go ahead, drop us below, drop us a line below. Let me first know you can hear me and that you can see me okay. Just go ahead and give me a yes or a no in the comments. Can you guys see me and hear me okay? If I don't see comments, I'm gonna assume you guys cannot hear me. So go ahead. We're gonna get started here in a little bit. Just go ahead, drop below, and in the comments, let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. Just go ahead, put yes or no, thumbs up or thumbs down. Can you guys hear me okay? And then we're gonna get into this topic here. So go ahead, let me know who's here, let me know who's watching, who wants to learn about this topic. Go ahead. Maria can hear me okay, perfect, awesome. For those of you tuning in, let me know that you can hear me, that you can see me okay. Let me know in the comments, and we're gonna roll right into this topic here. So first of all, give me some likes, give me some loves. This is like fuel for me to serve you here today and every Monday. Go ahead, like this video. Let me know that you're here. Let me know who's here watching. Go ahead, say hi below. Let me know who's here today. Who's watching? Who here is a coach? Who here is a coach? If you're a coach here, go ahead and put the type of coach you are in the comments. I want to know what type of coaches that we have here. And let's see. I'm just going to allow people to drop in here as we're going. So go ahead, as you're watching this video, I would love to know what you all do for a living. If you're a consultant, if you're a coach of some kind, as you're tuning in here today. And we're going to go right into it. So why is this important? To break these patterns that we have as people pleasers. Why is this important also to break these patterns in business, right? So first of all, if you're a coach or consultant, do you often work with clients who end up disrespecting you, disrespecting your time, or they don't take you seriously? It's like they don't take you seriously. They don't do what you tell them to do. Like if you're a consultant of some sort, maybe they don't follow through. Maybe they're not getting results as you're working with them, you see? So what happens when people pleasing seeps into business is that we give off a very needy energy. You see that? We end up giving off a very needy energy. And this energy, especially if you're a coach or consultant, ends up actually repelling people, ends up actually pushing away the people that you want to keep, that you want to work with, right? So maybe you're an aspiring coach, maybe you're an aspiring business owner, and there's something you want to start. But if you're already people pleasing in your personal relationships, it's only a matter of time when it starts to seep into your business as well. So what happens when you start people pleasing is that you end up losing authority. When you're a coach and you're people pleasing, people don't see you as an authority anymore. They see you more as low value. And again, this also ends up copying and pasting into our interpersonal relationships as well. So if you feel like you're getting disrespected in your personal relationships, then where is that showing up in your business relationships and vice versa? So for those of you dropping in here now, go ahead, let me know that you're here. I want to know who's here. Who's dropping, who's watching. Go ahead, give me some likes, give me some loves, and let me know that you're excited to learn about why to stop people pleasing and why it's important to stop that and to actually start coaching, and what is the difference between the two. Because oftentimes as coaches, we want the approval of our customers. We want the approval of our clients. But the problem with that is if you're seeking validation in your outside of yourself, then people can feel that. And also what this ends up looking like is you end up taking your foot off the gas. You put your foot on the gas and you take it off, and then you put it on and then you take it off. And then you put it on and you take it off. But it's all based on what the type of feedback that you're getting from, let's say, doing a Facebook Live or sending out a master class, or maybe you want people to buy a product or something that you're creating and people aren't purchasing it. And then you end up giving up, right? How many of you have given up on something here? Go ahead and put me in the comments. If you started something and you stopped something because you weren't getting the feedback that you were hoping to get, go ahead and put me in the comments if this is you. Maybe is it a business endeavor? Maybe it was a project. Maybe it was a business that you wanted to start, but you stopped because nobody seemed to care. Like nobody cared. Nobody was buying, right? Go ahead, put me in the comments. Has this happened to you before? And if you're a coach or consultant, let me know what kind of coach you are. And I would love to know what kind of consulting or what kind of coach work that you do. So how else does this end up showing up in business? If you want to know more, go ahead, let me know in the comments. Put more in the comments. Let me know that you want to know the other ways this ends up showing up in the professional world. Go ahead, put more in the comments. Let me know that you want to know more. Nobody here wants to know more? Who wants to know more about how people pleasing ends up disrupting your professional life? Go ahead, drop more in the comments below. Let me know. Let me know that you're all here, that you're all excited. What's going on this Monday? How is your week starting out? Let's get some energy going. Let's get some liveliness going. I'm sure coffee's wearing off for a lot of you guys, but let's bring that energy back. Yeah. So if you are in meetings with people, so let's say you run a business or you're in a job of some kind, oftentimes we can feel intimidated by our bosses. We end up feeling intimidated by our bosses, by our coworkers. And instead of actually doing our job, we end up starting to please. We end up trying to please them, be nice to them. And the problem with that is when you're more focused on being nice and you're trying to get their approval, it just becomes a game of cat and mouse. It's not even about the work anymore. And if you're a coach, it's not even about your message anymore. Have you noticed that? If you're in this cat and mouse chase of, do they like me? Are they going to approve of me? Are they going to buy from me? Are they going to sign up? Then it's like you're chasing them and people can feel that energy. So what ends up happening is you lose money. When you're trying to run a business and you're working with clients and you're doing sales calls, what ends up happening is that you end up pushing away the customers you really want to serve. Because high ticket paying clients, let's say that you're a coach and maybe you're delivering packages that are $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000, and you're not a high ticket coach, right? Maybe you're struggling financially because you are waiting to see when everybody's going to start to care. Or maybe you're asking yourself, who am I to charge this amount of money? Who am I to be able to have this life? How many of you have asked yourselves that question? Go ahead, like this video. Let me know. Have you ever asked yourself, who am I to have the life that I want, to have the financial independence that I want, to have the type of relationships that I want, right? Who am I to have that? And it's that question that we have to answer. So when you people please instead of coach, and again, this looks like in business as you trying to be nice. Maybe you're fake smiling in front of clients. It's like you're just agreeing with them. Instead of telling them what they really need to hear so that they can transform and have that insight, whatever they need. You're like trying to ease their pain. This is such a big this if you're struggling with sales, I can guarantee you this is probably the main thing that's getting in the way. I can guarantee you this is the main thing, is that you're so focused on alleviating other people's pain for them, and then you take on that stress on your own. You're trying to manage their pain and stress. And if you do this on sales calls, guess what's going to happen? Your customers are going to walk away when you're trying to ease their pain, because their pain is their motivation, right? Isn't their pain the reason they're on the phone with you? So you're driving away sales. You're driving away high ticket clients who don't want someone to please them. Think about it. Think about it like this. Here's a great reframe. Would you pay a people-pleasing coach? Would you pay a coach that behaves and acts the same way you do? This is a great reframe. Put yes or no in the comments. I'm really curious about what your responses are to this. Would you pay a coach who is trying to please you? Who had people-pleasing habits? Who was more focused on you liking them versus giving you the directions and the guidance and the reality check that you came to them for? And the same goes for everyone else, by the way. It doesn't matter if it's a therapist or another kind of life coach or somebody who's trying to give you some guidance. Do you want someone who has their own intentions getting in the way of you, what you really need? Yeah. Yeah. In fact, here's a great one. Would you be friends with a people pleaser? Would you be friends with someone who acted like you? You kind of played along just so that they stayed in your life. Like they weren't in your life because of who you really are. They're in your life because they're nice. Is that the type of friends that you want? Is that the type of relationships that you want? Right? So we end up chasing away higher premium paying clients when we people please. And a lot of coaches are doing this. And this is why when you don't do this, why you're a disruption, why you're a breath of fresh air, why you are the real deal is because you don't do this. You see that? You disrupt the pattern that people are used to. Okay? Also, you end up appearing way too available. When you're people pleasing and you're always available and you're getting back to people quickly, maybe you're waiting on people, maybe you're waiting on clients, you're waiting on prospects. They can feel that. They can feel that. They can feel that neediness energy. And again, going back to the question, would you hire a coach or a therapist or whoever, a leadership coach or a life coach of some sort, who's going to wait on you? They're going to wait on you. Can you see all of these ways how the habits of a people pleaser gets in the way of you really skyrocketing your business to 6 figures or multiple 6 or even 7 figures? So you end up looking way too available. You end up magnetizing low quality clients. You will never magnetize higher quality clients. You see that? Because higher quality clients are not shopping for someone that they like. They're shopping for someone who's, again, going to give them the reality check that they want, that they need to move forward. Also, here's what happens. Clients end up becoming codependent on you. You end up creating a codependent relationship with your clients, which means your clients become dependent on you for results rather than dependent on themselves for results. So if you're a coach here or a consultant of some kind, are people running to you to fix their problems? Are they expecting you to fix their problems? Or are they just coming to you to get guidance? There's a big difference here. You see? Like this video, let me know that you're here. Just letting people in here as we go. And here was the reality check that I had as a coach, was that if you continue to be codependent with your clients, you end up taking on their emotions, right? We talked about enmeshment last week. You end up taking on their emotions, and then you suffer with them. That's the problem. There's no leader in the interaction. There's no leader. It's like you're both suffering now. You're both feeling sorry for each other, or you're feeling sad for each other. You're feeling pity for each other, and there's nobody leading. And then you end up being more like a friend than a leader than a coach. You create the dynamic of a friend versus a coach. And who's going to pay someone to be their friend? Nobody. And then finally, I talked about this earlier, you end up giving off this energy of neediness. And let's talk about energy here for a second. Energy is not something you can see. It's a vibration we give off. Like, have you ever been in a situation where you felt like somebody was watching you? Like you felt like somebody was watching you. That's because their energy is on you. And they don't have to be in the same room, by the way. They do not have to be in the same room. That's how powerful energy is. So clients and customers can feel energy through your emails, through your text, through your phone calls, on that first initial sales call. They can feel your energy. And it doesn't matter if you're a consultant or a coach or not. People can feel your energy through emails, through your texts. People can feel it. Where are you? What kind of energy are you giving off? Is it anxious energy? Is it neediness? Is it I need you more than they need me? And here's the dynamic that you do not want to create as a coach, is this codependency of I need you more than you need me. Because then why should anybody pay you for your expertise? So when you people please, you end up driving away money. You end up driving away high ticket buyers, high ticket premium clients who really just want your expertise, not you to be nice. You end up continuing to suffer like your customers. You can continue to suffer. You suffer with them. You're codependent with them. And you're magnetizing lower quality clients. Which one is right? Which one is sticking out for you? For those of you watching, which one is sticking out for you the most? Are you a coach here? Put I in the comments. Put coach in the comments. If you're a coach here or consultant, go ahead and put coach or consultant in the comments. Let me know who I'm talking to here. Who are we talking to here? And we'll get into the principles in just a moment. But first, who here is a coach and who here is a consultant of some sort? And drop the type of coach you are. Drop the type of consultant that you are. Vincina, Maria, what kind of work do you guys do? And for those of you others watching, go ahead, chime in here. Let me know that you're here. Don't just sit in quiet. Don't sit quietly. Yep. Melinda, what kind of coach are you, Melinda? What kind of coach are you? Are you aspiring to be a coach? What kind of coach are you? And everybody else, drop your comments below as well. If you are a consultant or coach of some sort, let me know what kind of coaches do we have here? What kind of consultants that we have here? Can you guys hear me? Is this thing on? Can you guys hear me? Yes, no? Thumbs up, thumbs down? What kind of work does everybody do here? Go ahead, drop it in the comments. If you're not a coach or consultant, what do you do? What are you hoping to get out of this live here today? And that way I can tie this into you. Yeah, Vincina. Yeah, so you mentor others. Yep. So it's important for you to give the energy off as a leader, right? Thanks for sharing, guys. So Melinda is an empowered birth and sensuality coach. So needed today. And of course, Vincina, teachers are absolutely needed today. Absolutely, yeah. So this is what ends up happening if you're people pleasing. So how does it show up? How do you know if you are people pleasing in your business or in your work as a consultant or even as a teacher? How do you know you're people pleasing? You overgive your time and your energy. I'm going to run down a list here. So if you're ready for me to jump into more of these principles, go ahead and let me know. Let's go ahead and smash the like button and let me know if this is really resonating with you. Because this is going to be the reason why you're not getting what you want in life. It's really going to be the reason. Is people pleasing will block you not only from money, but from the relationships that you really want, right? So go ahead and let me know if you're ready for me to jump into these principles and how this shows up in life. Go ahead and put principles in the comments. Let me know that you're ready for me to jump into these principles here. Yeah. Yep. So Vincina, yeah, you're still a coach. Yeah, you're still basically a coach. You do coaching, you do mentoring. Yep. If you're ready for me to jump into this next set of principles and to really paint a picture of how this might be showing up for you, go ahead and put picture in the comments and let me know that you're ready for me to paint this picture. And this might be you. Principles or picture. Yeah, put principles or picture. Yes, resonating with wanting to fix the pain. Yep. And here's what happens. When we start to actually do that, they subconsciously expect it to happen. They will continue running to you to fix their anxiety about things, to fix their problems, to do the work for them. And that will leave them powerless, right? We're leaving them powerless, right? So here's how to know if you're pleasing in your business or as a coach, consultant, or a mentor. Again, I already said we overgive our time and our energy. Maybe you stay later than what you agree to. You end up staying later because you feel bad, you feel sorry for people, you feel their stress, so you end up staying later. I know I was guilty of this for a long time. Rather than ending it when it was supposed to, I would look at the clock and disregard my time. So are you disregarding your own time and your energy, right? You're not conserving your energy for yourself. You're letting it leak out. Next thing is that you end up seeking validation outside of yourself. So if you're a people pleaser, you typically will seek validation outside of yourself, and that decides your next move, your action steps. So maybe you don't get that many likes. You don't get that response that you wanted. You didn't get enough people to sign up for your coaching program or for your service or for your product. And then we end up taking our foot off the gas and we just sit back and then we feel sorry for ourselves. Does this sound familiar? Have you guys done this before? Or maybe you're in the cycle right now of looking outside of yourself for somebody else to give you that thumbs up. And until you get that thumbs up, you're going to keep stressing yourself out. until you get that pat on the back from someone else. See that? We end up sacrificing our needs. So like I said before, because we seek validation outside of ourselves, because we overgive, we end up sacrificing our needs and putting your needs last in front of behind everybody else. Yeah. Which one's resonating with you as I'm going through this list? Where are you leaking energy? Where are you disregarding yourself? Go ahead, post it in the comments. Let us know here. Where are you doing this? What's going on for you that you are exhibiting these behaviors? Next thing is, you're a people pleaser, or you're doing pleasing if you lack connection to your own feelings and your own needs. So the connection's is kind of hazy. You struggle to know the difference between where you end and others begin. And we talked about enmeshment in the last week's video. If you missed last week's video about enmeshment, go check it out. Because if you're a pleaser, you're enmeshed. So enmeshment is the symptom of doing people pleasing, just to clear that up. So we end up sacrificing our needs for our clients. We end up overgiving, overstaying, or whoever we are mentoring. We're seeking validation through them versus giving it through ourselves. So we end up putting the foot on the gas, foot on the brake, foot on the gas, foot on the brake, foot on the gas, foot on the brake. It's like this. Nothing's consistent. Nothing's consistent. Income is inconsistent. Clients aren't consistent. Results aren't consistent. Nothing's consistent. You end up not knowing who you are. This is another sign, is that you don't really know who you are. Like, I have clients who just don't know who they are. They don't know what they love. They don't know what excites them. They don't know what they hate. They don't know what is their pet peeves, what their biggest dreams are, what lights them up, what turns them off. Can you answer these questions about yourself? Do you know who you are? Yes or no in the comments. In fact, do you know who you are? Put me in the comments if you know who you are, and put no if you don't know who you are. Do you know who you are? The foods you love, the foods you hate, the things you can't stand, the type of people, type of behaviors that are a turnoff. What is it you're passionate about? See that? So learning about where others end, where you end and others begin. Again, we talked about that last week, so check out last week's video if you missed that. Another way to know if you're pleasing in your business or as a consultant is you are driven by others patting you on the back or basically sort of feeding you a doggy treat. It's like you're waiting for it to get a doggy treat. It's like, if any of you have a dog out there, any of you have a dog out there, put dog in the comments. Any of you have a dog in the comments. I have a cat. Works a little bit differently because their temperament. But dogs, they're waiting, and they're excited to please you. They're excited to do tricks for you. They're excited they're just excited just that you exist. Right? So maybe Melinda, so something's probably coming up. There's interference in your energy. So maybe it's someone else's energy. Maybe it's your anxiety, their anxiety. I would be curious to know what happens just before you go blank. So that would be a good thing to answer for yourself. Here's another thing. We end up struggling with guilt and resentment. We start to resent our clients, and we feel guilty because they're not achieving the results that we want them to, or in the time that we want them to. So there's a lot of guilt and resentment. As a coach, do you feel guilty charging others for your services? This was a big one for me. Put me in the chat if you feel or have felt guilty for charging people for your time as a coach or a consultant, or you felt guilty about raising your rates, put me in the comments. Has this been you before? You feel bad for charging people for your time and your expertise. You feel bad. You feel like you don't deserve to be in that spot. Yeah. Thanks for sharing, Melinda. Yep. I'm definitely recovering, right? I think we're all recovering here. You feel like you don't deserve to be in the spotlight. Like, who are you to be a coach? Who are you to be paid $5,000 as a coach? Who are you to be paid $10,000 as a coach? Who are you to be paid $9,000, $10,000, $15,000 as a coach? Who am I? Right? This is the question. So we ask ourselves questions like this. And there's guilt around charging. There's shame around who we think we are. And there's resentment towards others in our lives because we're expecting somebody to come rescue us. The martyr. If any of you have heard of the martyr before, we end up coming off as martyrs. Like, I do so much for everyone else, and at some point somebody's going to do the same for me. But it never happens. Who knows here what I'm talking about? Does everyone here know what a martyr is? Put martyr in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Do you guys know what a martyr is? It's this, I will do for others until, and eventually I'll get it back, but you don't. So you overgive, you undersell yourself, you undervalue yourself, you overgive your time and your energy in hopes that it's going to come back. It's going to come back. People are going to see me with all the spinning plates in my hand, and they're going to rescue me, and it never happens, so we resent others. Yep. And then finally, how do we know we're also pleasing in our business? Is that suddenly we can go from like overgiving and pleasing to anger, resentment really quickly. So it's like you're never in just one flow. It's like you bounce around these emotions, and it's like this roller coaster. So you feel like you're on top of the world, and then all of a sudden it comes crashing down. And again, this goes back to your sense of worthiness or validation is coming from outside of you versus inside of you because you're relying on things that are not consistent. Okay. So what is the solution for all of this? We've obviously pointed out why this is such a big, this is going to be the reason from why most coaches make it or break it. And if you're at that point where you're like, oh, I might need another job, I might need to get funding, I may need to take out another credit card because I'm not working with my dream clients. People are taking advantage of me, of my time. They're struggling to pay me. You're attracting low quality clients. Does this sound familiar? For those of you watching, I bet this sounds familiar, right? People aren't listening to you. They're not taking what you say seriously. They are there, they say, yeah, sure, and then nothing changes. Yep. And you probably go along with that. You probably enable them, and you make it look like it's okay. Yeah, sure. You make it look like their results are okay. Look, if you're a coach or consultant, the reason people are coming to you is because the results they're getting are not okay. They're not okay. The reason why you're coaching is because you are here to help others where you used to be. Right? So what's the solution here? The solution is, first one, if you're ready for me to go in the solution, go ahead, put solution in the comments. Let me know if you're ready for me to jump into these solutions here. To really start to put a roadblock in where we think we want to please. So go ahead, put solutions in the comments. Let me know that you're ready for me to roll into this. You're ready and you're excited to know what the solution is for people pleasing. And there's a few here I'm gonna go down. First one is to set and I know you already know what I'm going to say, is to set boundaries, but also assert them. This is the biggest mistake I see is people say, I have boundaries, I have boundaries, I have boundaries, but you don't assert them. You don't follow through, and you end up abandoning yourself. You abandon yourself. Does it feel good to abandon yourself? No, right? That's an obvious no. So why continue to do it? Like what good's going to come out of it? Nothing. So the first key here, the first key ingredient to getting others to start to respect you and to see you as an authority, as a coach, and to if you're ready to move into high ticket selling, you want to be a high ticket premium coach, you have to have boundaries. And not just between you and your clients, but between you and yourself. Meaning, like, when you say you're going to go to bed, you go to bed. When you say you're going to get up, you get up. When you create your to-do list for the day, you do your list. You follow through with yourself. Because think about it. Why would anyone follow through with you if you're not following through with yourself? They're going to see that you don't take yourself seriously, so they will not take you seriously. You set the tone for how others treat you. Did you guys hear what I just said? This is super important. Drill this into your mind. You set the tone for how others treat you. So the key here is to set it early. Set it the minute you get on the phone with a new prospect. The minute you get on a call, the minute you start your session. You set the tone early, the minute they're in front of you. You don't wait till you're tired. You don't wait till you want to quit. You don't wait till you can't take it anymore. You set the tone the minute you start with them, the minute you're on the sales call, the minute you're in front of them in a Zoom meeting, the minute you are about to say your rate. You set the tone as you get to know somebody, okay? And then they will pick up how you expect to be treated. It's really amazing. People take notes as they watch you. People take notes on a subconscious level when we watch each other. It's pretty amazing. So you got to show up for yourself first before others are going to show up with you and for you. Okay? Second issue here, second thing that's missing here is, again, your lack of connection to yourself. First of all, if you lack connection to who you are, you probably don't know what your boundaries are. So if you don't have boundaries, well, we all have boundaries, but you may not be asserting them. If you're not aware of your boundaries, it's time to build the connection within yourself. What feels good? What doesn't feel good? This is what I ask all my clients. Does it feel good or not? Does it feel good or not? Does it feel good or not? There's nothing in between there. It's either going to feel good or not. So understanding what your boundaries are, learning about yourself. What is your temperament? What is your coaching style? You know, I'm a very provocative. I do a lot of dry sarcasm, obviously in a friendly way, but it's to make a point. Like, I insinuate certain things when I'm coaching to stimulate the nervous system, to stimulate the subconscious as a hypnotist and a life coach and a business coach. I do it through comedy. I do it through cracking jokes, through dry sarcasm, and I magnetize those people who enjoy it, that type of connection. Might not be for everybody. It's not going to be for everybody. But how can you know what type of coach or mentor you need to be unless you start to polarize, which means bring closer those people who are meant to work with you and let those others who aren't go to somebody else. They're meant for someone else. Okay? The third thing here. Here's something you can start to do right now. Here's something I teach in my private coaching and in my course. There's a whole module on this, actually. Is to speak directly. Instead of passively, you speak directly. So instead of kind of, sort of, maybe, will you, I feel bad kind of energy and language, you're direct and to the point. This may look like, great, how's your day going? Tell me what's new. Or go ahead, click the button and go do this. Or in between each session, if you're working with a client, in between now and the next session, here's what needs to happen. Here's what you need to focus on. See how direct that is? Or if you're on a sales call, so here's what it looks like when we work together. It's not, well, if you want to, or, think about it for a while. No. Get rid of all the passive behavior. Are you doing this? I guarantee you guys, if you're people pleasing, your primary way of communicating is passively. Is that true for you? Go ahead, put passive in the comments. Let me know if this is resonating with you, if this is connecting to you. Do you speak more passively to people and then expect to get your needs met? Put passive in the comments. Let me know. You probably say things like kind of, maybe, sort of. You don't have to, but yeah, yep. So we try to ease other people's emotions by not being direct, and that's why you continue to struggle. Because leaders, this is a leadership skill, is to be able to speak directly. Give a direct suggestion. So go sign up here. So go check out that book. So we're going to follow up in a week. So here's what this looks like if you sign up right now. And when you're passive, I'm telling you, when you're passive, you put out the energy of a low quality coach. Passiveness, not even just a coach, you put out the energy and the neediness of a low quality human being as well. People don't respect people who are passive. Let that sink in for a minute. Would you guys pay a coach? We're going to reframe this. Would you pay a coach? Let's say, would you pay a high ticket premium to a coach? Let's say $10,000 package to a coach who speaks passively, or a mentor who speaks passively. Like, well, you can sign up now, or, think about it for a while, and we can talk in a week, or we can catch up. Yeah. Would you trust or respect someone who speaks that? Well, maybe later, I'll think about it. So, could you trust someone like that? Yes or no? Now you see how you are coming off and why you're getting the responses that you get. So a big one, something you can start to change right now, is to speak directly. Speak directly. Here's what to do. Your clients want guidance. Guys, coaches and consultants, your clients want guidance. Guide them. Give them suggestions. Ask them what they need. What do you need now to move forward? Cut through all the stuff. High ticket buyers do not want to waste their time. If you want to start attracting clients who are going to pay you $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $10,000 for your program, they do not. If you waste their time, they're going to be gone. So you want to get right into it with them. What's going on? Here's a great way to start out a session, right? So first of all, let's start out. Tell me about your wins. Tell me what's great, what's changed, what's good that's going on, and then we're going to get into what can be better. See how powerful that is versus, so how are you? How are you? What's going on? Yeah, okay. Where's the leadership, guys? Where's the leadership? See that? Did you feel that difference? Go ahead and punch a like. Punch a like, give me some loves if you felt that difference. This is like likes and loves are like oxygen for me as well as I'm giving you guys this content here. Give me some likes and loves if you felt that energy difference. Did you feel that energy difference? Let's get started. Here's where we are now. Where do you want to be? Versus, so how do you want to see your life? Let's say in a year. You see that? Do you feel that? So that's a big one. It's in my course that I have. We talk about this a lot, especially as private coaching. We want to start to show up with authority in your life. It doesn't matter if you're running a business or not, but start to practice showing up with authority in your life. You are the authority in your own life. You are the only authority in your own life. Act like it. Act like it, okay? And then to start to heal your own guilt and shame. This is going to be a whole nother rabbit hole. I've talked about this in the past. We'll talk about this more in the future. I also, again, I cover this in my course. I cover this in my private coaching. Recovering from guilt and shame around being a coach, around being a mentor, around being a leader, the leader you need to be so you can create that impact on the world. Let's face it, you have a gift, right? If you're here, you have a gift to share. That's why you're mentoring. That's why you're coaching. That's why you're consulting. So you're hiding all of your wonderful, amazing gifts behind being nice, behind trying to appear perfect, behind trying to appease. You're hiding all of this. You're hiding your greatness. You're hiding what makes you different from the next coach or mentor down the street. You're hiding it. And finally, the last principle here. Actually, I'm going to give you two. Second to last one is to start to give yourself the pat on the back that you're seeking from others. This is something I had to, a habit I had to create, and I teach clients to create. Start to give yourself the pat on the back you're expecting from others. Okay? And then finally, as we wrap up here, and if this has been of value to you, go ahead, put value in the comments. If this has been of value to you, let me know. Drop value in the comments. If you're ready for this last principle here, this last one. And this is the big one. This is a big one. And this is going to be life-changing, really, when you start to do this. So go ahead. If this has been of value to you, we've been on here for almost an hour now. And this is the final principle, is that you need to start doing for yourself what you're hoping others are going to do and give you. You hear this shift? You need to start doing for yourself what you're hoping others do for you. And then only then will you get others to do those things for you, to give you those kind of connections, to give you that help, to give you that respect. That all comes when you do that for yourself first, what you're hoping others are going to give to you. Okay? So that wraps up this. This is a little bit of a longer episode. If you got value out of this, let me know by putting value in the comments. This lets me know and lets me know that I'm still on track. If you want to see how I can help you even more, drop help in the comments below. And here's what's going to happen when you do is I will reach out to you. For those of you who put help in the comments, I will reach out to those of you sometime tomorrow, and I will see if what I have is a good fit for you. So we'll just do it like that. So for those of you who found value, put value in the comments. If you want to see how I can help you more, put help in the comments, and then I will reach out to you sometime tomorrow, and we will see if what I have is a good fit for you, and we'll go from there. So exciting seeing everybody here. Thank you for joining in, Melinda, Maria, Vencina. For those of you who didn't make yourself known, so see here if we got everybody here. Melinda, Vencina. Yep, I know some people tuned in and they didn't post, so I can't thank you personally, But I want to thank you all for watching. Again, really start to pay attention to these shifts that you need to make. Practice speaking directly. Show up as the authority in your life. You are the only authority in your life. If you're an adult, you are the authority. So it's time to start showing up, acting like one, talking like one, taking care of yourself like one. And I'll see you all next Monday for another exciting video. Put help in the comments if you want more help. Put value if you feel like this was helpful for you. So see you guys on the flip side. I'll see you later in the week. Register for the upcoming summit. If this is all spoke your language, register for the Convert with Confidence Summit. It's going to be at the bottom of the email that you got that linked you to this event. So check the email. That was the announcement for this video. Register for the summit. I'll see you guys there in the summit in about a week. Bye, everyone.